Welcome back to our series on the Debt Triad. In Part 1, we saw how corporate risk was born. In Part 2, we watched governments absorb that risk. Now in Part 3, we follow the final domino as it falls right into the living room. The global debt crisis is no longer a market story, it's a household story. For years, low interest rates and stimulus money created a financial cushion that felt permanent. Rising home prices and stock portfolios masked a fragile reality. Our cash flow was weak, but servicing our debt was cheap, so it all felt manageable. That illusion has now shattered, as corporations and governments refinance their massive debts at higher rates. That pressure rolls downhill, and the household is the last shock absorber in the system. This isn't a balance sheet problem anymore, it's a cash flow crisis. And this debt hangover isn't hitting everyone the same way. It's a generational divide. Older generations, like baby boomers and many in Gen X, had advantages. They locked in low fixed-rate mortgages and built up home equity. But for millennials and Gen Z, the story is different. Debt is no longer a tool to get ahead. It's a lifeline just to stay afloat. Millennials now carry an average of over $130,000 in debt. Meanwhile, Gen Z is seeing the fastest growth in high-cost credit card debt. Speaking of which, U.S. credit card debt has exploded to over $1.2 trillion. And for the first time ever, millennials now owe more on their credit cards than baby boomers. This isn't about splurging on luxuries. This is survival borrowing. It's a desperate attempt to bridge the gap between wages that won't budge and inflation that won't quit. So where will the system crack first? Look at unsecured debt. After the pandemic-era protections expired, student loan delinquencies have surged, putting nearly 15 million younger borrowers under immense pressure. As they divert cash to cover these loans, they stop spending elsewhere, and the whole system feels it. Meanwhile, in places like the UK and Canada, a refinancing wave is about to crash. About a fifth of all mortgages are renewing in 2026. Homeowners who locked in near zero rates are now facing payment increases of 15, 20, even 30% overnight. No family budget can absorb that kind of shock without serious consequences. This brings us to the housing market. For years, rising home values made people feel wealthy. That wealth effect has now become a wealth freeze. Home price growth has stalled, but high interest rates mean affordability is still a dream for most. The housing ATM, where people could tap into their home equity, is now closed. In fact, people are now borrowing against their homes just to pay last month's bills. When that happens, you know the cycle has turned. The household debt hangover is the final stage. The risk was born in corporations, socialized by governments, and now it's being felt by families. As governments pass the burden of higher rates down to us, there are no buffers left. Previous debt cycles ended in the markets. This one ends in our society. The question is no longer whether we can keep spending. It's how long households can keep paying before financial instability turns into political instability. Thanks for watching. Next up, we'll look at how smart money is already pivoting away from the exhausted consumer. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it.